Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hands, and this is another day of talking about the Congo. And today I'm out actually in the field, as I guess I would call it the field. I'm actually at someone's house, and we were doing some work, and I'm just breaking loose at this time to talk about the Congo. Today is I read the information from the U.S. Embassy that listed some of the requirements for traveling in Congo. And one of the things that I was really concerned about was getting these tests. The test is only $30. However, probably the biggest, that's not a big issue, $30. Also, it's only at a limited number of places. Is not the issue. But what the issue for me is, how are they going to, put this into action? Because none of these places are actually near the airport. So if you get to the airport and you need something, then that's going to wind up canceling your trip for the day. And also, it will, you know, also put people at risk if the people decide that they are going to not require some people to have it and some people won't have it. And knowing how Congo works with something like that, it's going to be one of those issues of, is it going to be implemented across the board for everyone, just for the Americans and the Europeans who are there who have $30 and be able to pay it. And it's going to be something that's going to be private, meaning to say it's not going to be it's a government requirement, but the government is not going to be providing those and providing the assurance that you can get your test back within a timely manner, and all those type of issues. So knowing how Congo works, it's just one of those things is that I am not sure. It's just going to be one of those things that's going to be up in the air when you go to the airport to go somewhere. It's going to be one of those issues of, do I have the necessary documents? Are they going to accept it? Are somebody going to interpret it wrong? Uh, and that is the usually the rule in Congo is whoever you're talking with decides that, okay, this is the rule and what you're going to do. You can argue, you can discuss it with them. However, you will never be able to get on the plane the way you want to. And so, since they're going to have you over the barrel to say, meaning to say they know you want to get on that plane and make your flight, that leads to pressure that you maybe say, oh, well, give me $50 and I will accept uh, this pass that you have or this test that you have, even though it may be good and it's legitimate, but they can, come up with whatever rules that they like on the spot. So that's kind of like what I'm concerned about is whether the implementation of this requirement for COVID, a negative COVID test, is going to be implemented in a flat across the board for all people, and whether it's going to be accepted once you go to the airlines and once you go to the authorities at the airport. So at this point, it seems to be kind of up in the air. And the other part is that when you're coming in from the United States, even though you can probably get there within 3 days from the time you have it, are you going to have to go through a quarantine? And what is going to be the issue there? So, and you cannot travel in Congo. It will take you probably at least, if you plan it out right, you can leave, say, on a Friday, arrive in Congo on Saturday, and possibly leave on Sunday. So is that within the 72 hours? Probably not. So you're going to have to get a test while you're in the Congo. There will be, it's going to be highly unlikely that you can say, leave the United States on Friday and fly on Sunday to the destination you got. And because you have, uh, also you're going to have to, have it done a day in advance over here if you want to use the American facility. So it's just going to be crazy. And number one is whether they will accept it. And if they don't accept it, then that means say you're going to have to allow yourself 3 days or 4 days to do it, or they may require you to go in quarantine. So it's all up in the air about what's going to happen uh, to people in the Congo, uh, and especially the Americans and Europeans who are usually subjected to, uh, you know, the whim of government officials as to whether they're going to let you do it because they see it as a way to make some extra money and things like that. So we'll see how it works out. But I definitely don't want to be one of the first ones to test this out. And but I hope somebody else do it and they come up with some procedures on how to do it without and make your flight. So this is the only subject I wanted to talk about today. So at this time, this is Woody Collins, and I'm going to be signing off shortly. But before I sign off, I want you to enjoy the day, to be safe, take it easy, and be blessed. So we will talk with you on tomorrow at 3 o'clock, which should be another field location, meaning to say it's not going to be from my studio in my backyard. It's going to be from another location, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to use my phone because that's what's going to happen in the Congo. I won't have a studio, and so this is all the reasoning for testing, and hopefully that the internet and everything is good at those locations. So take care and be good, and we'll talk to you later.